Welcome parents and students to the volleyball season. Congratulations to you and your daughter for making the 7th or 8th grade volleyball team. I'm Mrs. Berlin. I teach 7th grade health and PE at Harmon, and I'm also the 8th grade volleyball coach. I'm just going to go over some basic information about the season so that you are more prepared as the season officially kicks off next Monday. Equipment that is going to be needed includes knee pads, preferably black ones, but if you already have purchased white ones, that is completely fine. We highly recommend ankle braces for your daughter. We know they're expensive, that's why they're not required, but girls are going to be doing a lot of agility movements as well as jumping, and that puts them higher at risk for spraining an ankle. Ankle braces we recommend include Kramer Active Ankle or Kramer T2 Active Ankle. In addition to those, the Shock Doctor Ultra Wrap Lace Ankle Brace will also work. Uniforms have been provided, which includes the top, the shorts, and pullovers. Spandex are not worn as the uniform, but we recommend wearing them underneath the shorts. Please keep up with washing the uniforms and the knee pads for our sake and yours. A bag to carry volleyball gear. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. A water bottle is a must for games, as there isn't going to be time during timeouts to go find a water fountain. I just sent out an email about RDP Sports putting together a spirit package for volleyball players in grades 7 through 12. It is now available until August 21st. That's the cutoff, so I would just order everything by the 20th just to be safe. 7th and 8th grade players are only required to get the dark heather gray cotton t-shirt with their name on the back. It'll come to $12.50, and you can get the shipping sent to the school for free. You can order anything else you would like, parents included. You could order for yourself, and your entire order will come as a package. Again, everything's completed online. You pay online, and as he said, everything should be in within 2 to 3 weeks after the cutoff date. Paid to participate forms were given to players last week. They need to be turned in ASAP. If you need an extra form, you need to call the athletic office, and you can also pay online, but I'm not sure the procedures for that, so you will also need to call the athletic office for that. Academics. Academics always come first. So we are going to be keeping track of your daughter's assignments and their grades. If they have missing assignments or a lot of missing assignments, they're going to miss practice to complete them. If they miss practice to complete those assignments, they're not going to play in a game. Whether it's part of the game or the whole game, that will be the coach's discretion, but there will be consequences. Behavioral issues within the classroom. There will also be consequences. As you know, players must remain eligible in order to remain playing throughout the season. I'm not necessarily worried about that, but it is good to know. Players will have opportunities to work on homework before games start, but they will also need to learn how to juggle being an athlete and keeping up with academics. Snacks. Please be prepared with healthy snacks. So the big sis, little sis, dessert day or baked good or whatever it is, don't eat those until after your game has been played. Healthy snacks equal foods that are providing your body with nutrients. So stay away from greasy, highly processed, and sugary snacks, as that's all going to lower energy levels and can potentially affect gameplay. Practice days, girls won't be home until close to 5 or after, and game days, it could be as late as 7 or 8, so they need to come prepared with enough food to keep them fueled. Vitamin D3 supplements. Taking a vitamin D3 supplement for athletes, as well as all of us really, is highly recommended. There isn't enough vitamin D in the foods that we eat to actually get the amount that our bodies need. The sun can provide it, but as we know, that's limited. This vitamin helps with shin splints, concussions, strength, endurance, power, immune system, and more, which is going to make an all-around better athlete. Be sure to mention it to your pediatrician or family doctor if you have any concerns. As I just mentioned, the Big Sis and Little Sis, 8th graders have chosen a Little Sis for the season, and this is a little program that is player ran, and it provides team support, bonding, and is really enjoyable for the girls. Some weeks it does require a $10 to $15 gift for the Big Sis or Little Sis, but if you aren't willing to participate, just let myself or Coach Colangelo know, and we'll figure something out. Practices. Everybody should have received a daily calendar, and if anything changes, we will always let the girls know, or if it's last minute, we'll send out an email as well. Practices run directly after school until 4:30, except Fridays are until 4. If there's an unexcused absence from practice, that will result in not starting the following game. 3 unexcused practices is a result of being kicked off the team. Excused practices include having a family emergency, absence from school, and anything to the coach's discretion. However, it will also be the coach's discretion if that player will start the following game. Game days. All players will stay after school for each game, whether it's home or away, so players need to come prepared. Double check the schedule to see which team is playing first. So remember, all games that start at 4 are played first, all games that start at 5 are played second. Away games. Players will call their parents with about 10 to 15 minutes left until our bus arrives to the school. Parents will pick up in the back parking lot like you do for student pickup during the day. If you're unaware where that is, it's in the back parking lot by the soccer fields. Excuse me. Players are expected to stay for both games. So if you plan on taking your child home after a game, you need to write a note, give it to myself or Coach Colangelo in advance, because on game day we have a lot to think about, a lot to take care of. So it would be super beneficial if we get it in advance, because it does become difficult to track girls. So if you do happen to pick your daughter up, please try not to make it a habit. Playing time. Both teams have a high number of girls. The ideal volleyball team roster includes 8 players. With that being said, playing time is not guaranteed. We will be facing teams that keep their best players in the entire game. Some of our girls may only play half a rotation, some may only go in to serve, some girls might not even play during one of the games. We are going to do our best to get them in, but it has happened before where a player hasn't had playing time during a game. Any parent or player complaints need to be discussed before or after practice and not on a game day. Playing time really comes down to how well the girls are performing in practice and games, how much effort is being put in, and their team cooperation and sportsmanship. Okay, that wraps up everything. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at any time. And here's to a great season. Go Lady Greenman.